Alright, everyone. We are in, let's see, what was this place called again? The North Atlasdom Flats. We are going to be heading south over here to try and pick up Cyrus on our, way around the big loop of character picking uppins. So, moving on, around the snowy forest, well, snowy mountains, into a greener land. It's down here. Treasure. And, oh god, blurry trees right in my field of vision. Okay, what have we got in this area?
Standest
bugs.
thou against
Bugs
me, then be hunted.
I'm sorry, is that Toad wearing a skirt?
My turn.
I'm completely amused now. Alright, let's see, what are you guys vulnerable to? Not knives. Okay.
What next?
Not arrows.
I'll do my best.
However... Right, one down.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Let's see about this guy. Nope, not
I'll
arrows
not be
again.
defeated.
Alright. Loving you, Ophelia, right now.
My turn.
Coming, if thou darest.
Oh, there we
I'll
go.
not be defeated.
Little piggies! Angry piggers!
What next?
Alright, only the little
My
piggies
turn
left.
now.
Out of my way.
My turn now.
Go. Oh, not dead
What
yet.
next? Letting my arrow fly and true. Holding back.
Not really weak to that, but
I'll do my best.
You must need to heal yourself.
My turn now.
I mean, I know that pigs seem to do that in this game. Pigs are healers.
The flame guides us true.
Alright, Ophelia has leveled. Onward. Oh, look at the little flag. That's nice. Okay, so I know we need to be going south, so... Noble Court, which is where Therion has his next quest, but we will be staying with these guys for now, picking up everybody before we start on that. So, down we go.
Come on, I've got better things to do. My turn.
I'm sorry, what is going on with that pig's head? I don't know if that's a tumor or hair. What? Okay.
Try this!
What next?
No,
Well then.
just gonna have to wait for Ophelia.
Out of my way.
What
I'm at a
next?
severe disadvantage in this area. Oh, there we go.
Well then.
Come on.
Coming, if thou darest.
Oh, hello! Leader of motorcycle gang. That is true. Yes, he must be. I have no idea what's going on with that thing.
will not be thy
I
prey.
will not be defeated.
No, we will not be defeated. Stop, Ophelia. Beat that crap out of that pig.
Visit'st me, letting the hunt beginning.
My turn.
I will not be defeated.
Well, new things always. Oh wow.
Don't
Yeah,
start
I've been
things you
taking my
can't
time
finish.
coming back to playing this, so I'm really happy to be able to play some more of it. But hey, you learn something new every day. Not sure. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna go. Even though I want to explore. I want to explore the forest. But I also want to go get Cyrus. Hello, treasure chest sitting right here. Plums.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Wearing frog people.
My turn now.
Come in, if thou darest.
Well, I'm glad. He is definitely next on my list. So hopefully...
What next?
I don't know yet, though, if, the parties, do they allow 3 or 4?
I will not be defeated.
Or everybody? Just put everybody on the screen at the same time. That's what I want. I should probably heal my people at some point. Yeah, they can take it.
My turn now. Prepare yourself.
Why aren't you dead yet? There you go.
And that's that.
That's a lament of many games. It's like, I've got all these people, why can't they all attack everybody at the same time? It's like they're just sitting in the back, just eating apples, doing nothing useful.
Hi-ho!
This is Atlasdom, the largest city in all the Flatlands.
Fare thee well then.
It's a city of learning, where many scholars come for purposes of study and research. Well, actually, that actually makes a lot more sense in this game that they have your other party members stay at a tavern, because when they're actually traveling with you, it's kind of rude that they don't help.
How fare thee?
You see that library near the palace? It's filled with all sorts of historical books.
And thus,
Libraries aren't for me. My cows are my priority. And where are your cows now, sir? Where are they? I don't see them. They're obviously not your priority. Yay! Everyone got a nap finally. Alright. It's a house. Can I go in the house? I can. Oh my god. This house is useless. I don't like being allowed to go in houses and then I can't take anything. It just seems wrong. Hello, children. Oh, I can't beat up the kid. That's... I'm sad now.
Oh, Yes!
I plan on studying hard and becoming a scholar. Whoa. Look at this. I found this huge egg just laying around. So, egg, huh? Really? Give me that. It's mine. Yes, at least we can steal from small children. Wow. Small child is so unobservant. In fact, I'm gonna go steal from Cowman. Ooh. A dish for the king. Still the same with the egg. But I'm assuming that's gonna be a quest, so I will... And there was nobody down there. Alright. Moving on. We got this place. Hello, sir. Well met, traveler. What can I do you for? Can you... Fine. This guy never tells me anything. What are you for?
That's right.
There's nothing better than seafood to go with a good drink. Even dim-brainy scholars will agree with me. Cool. What do you got to steal? Ooh. Yes, he is the tavern, but he never has any stories for me, despite the fact that it says I can ask him for stories. Find that
Hello.
very rude. I see you're taking an interest in me axe. You're enlightened, not like most of them scrawny weaklings around here. Look, dude, I was not staring at your axe. I don't know. I'm sorry. Ooh. But I'm gonna take your axe. Sorry. Let's do it again. There we go. Bye. Hello.
Hello there.
The Royal Palace is just a ways north from here. Thank you. I don't think I asked you about that, sir, but... Oh, okay. Oh my god, yay. Guess I'll go to the palace. I see you there.
Hello.
Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. Yeah, I just came from there, as you could probably see, sir. You go check out the... I'll be right with you.
Listen.
Priceless book was stolen from the archives many years ago. Ever since then, they've kept this place tightly guarded. The library? Okay. I'm assuming I'm not allowed to go in the... Oh! Apparently it's not that highly guarded because I'm allowed... The riffraff is allowed to go in the library. Okay. Hello.
How are you doing today?
This is the Royal Library. Here you will find many rare and valuable books. Is there a particular tome you're looking for?
Yes. Do you have one in your pockets?
Excellent.
Any hiding chests in the background? No. Okay. Sorry, once again, I'll be right back.
Hello.
The palace gate, wow. super observant. To the east, you'll find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers receive their education. Promising thinkers. Not exactly interesting. I'm gonna take your cup. And your money. Bye! Alright, Cyrus. Yes, I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. Ooh. His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlasdom, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many scholars study night and day to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. I don't think eating paper is good for you, but okay. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man in his shadowy subterranean study. He will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. Crap. Wise allies? Well, we're not going to be very good at this, apparently.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera.
Well, that's nice.
But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago.
Ooh, tell us the story, Cyrus.
Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn.
Unless it's a test, in which case you get a failing grade, and then there is shame.
The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
5. I'm gonna go with 5.
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness.
Dang it.
It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago.
And all the clans were brought together by one single hero.
At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time.
Is it the principal? Has the principal come to have a word with you?
Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Okay, is it weird that I don't like Mary immediately? She's a little suck-up.
Hello?
Professor Albright, Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Alright then, by making haste, I mean walking in a completely different direction. Why are there children playing in the storage areas? Hello.
How'd you do?
Ahead lies the audience chamber. If you would seek His Majesty's counsel, pray, proceed. You're gonna stop me? You lied to me. He's not in there. Ugh. Oh god. Okay.
Oh,
Those are not the stairs I came down.
Professor Albright.
Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is,
If you can spare some time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
indeed,
Yes, Professor, it will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell.
I see. A shame that.
The truth is...
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that...
oh,
Aww. You're too shy.
Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of sharp and curious mind.
why thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by ones of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way.
You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day,
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Cyrus. Yes? Do you have a question for me?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor.
Okay, poor shy thing. Off to the library.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright here to browse the special archives.
Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today.
When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Is something amiss?
Actually,
Someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy. When you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy.
When you put it that way, yes. Much as a child fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right. The expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
My dear,
I most certainly will.
What have we here?
how odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once.
Of all the times to... Oh well, might I ask of you a favor?
What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure.
Well, yes, but things need to be cited appropriately when you are making books.
is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
Well, you're just rude.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
Very stingy.
But that goes against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed.
Indeed. And who's his lady friend?
My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait. There was one last thing.
What now?
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer.
I'm pretty sure he does, Cyrus.
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Yes. What is it, Therese?
It's about Professor Albright, sir.
Okay, what is she doing? Oh, hello.
Hello there.
This is the Royal Academy, Atlasdom's pride and joy.
Sure as rain.
All are welcome to engage in the pursuit of knowledge here. Well, thank you.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted only to a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree?
If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not, the tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
time to do
And the
some
game is
research.
afoot. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys of the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then, mayhap, I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Okay, so what is it? Basically, Cyrus can stare at people? Is that what he can do? Scrutinize them?
Are you alright?
Let's see now. Testimony. Only Headmaster Yvonne? I don't know. And the guard stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Okay. Most intriguing. Let's see real quick. Alright. So, intriguing. Thank you. The key to the archives. Oh, I haven't gotten that. But I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I have gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. Of course I've got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting. My eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Okay, so the guard was sleeping. Yeah, he knows little of the value of books. Alright, so let's head back up to the academy and speak to some other people. Sorry. Interrupting people's classrooms. Alright, nobody interesting in here. Anything? Nope. Of course not. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. Oh, okay.
Splendid!
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Okay, who possesses keys? Headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
Of course, it all makes sense now. There were only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster, and one to the guardsman. Whose key was used to unlock the archives? It was the guard's. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh!
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person. So, is it possible that the guard is our man? No, because he doesn't know the value of books.
No.
He would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably. That shifty scholar Russell. Oh dear. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now, all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. I am so entertained by him. Word has it, he's been doing his research underground these days. Okay, look, why would anybody do their research underground unless they, like, that's immediately... I'm a villain! I'm going to do my work in the sewers! Or something like that. What the heck? In a creepy mine shaft under the building.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. Okay then. So, I have taken it upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is the utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. Yay! Cyrus is in my party. Do I have anything for him? Let's see. What do you... Oh, you also use staves. We've got 2 stave users. Oh, that's because she's got that one. Alright. Oh, can you not... Oh, that's... Because all of my equipment is already being used. Okay, what else do we have? Let's do that one. Give you some more HP, and actually I don't even, I'm assuming he does magic, but I could be incorrect with the fact that he has a stave. Let's give you some SP. There we go. Alright. Actually, let's go save before we go in there. Alright, now we'll go in there. Why is there a subterranean study in this place? Again, okay, look, it's a gigantic cavern down here. Why is this here? Ooh, healing grapes. Well, there's plenty of treasure chests.
There is no choice.
No choice at all? Oh no.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Yes, let it. Yes.
I'll not be defeated.
Alright, what else does he have? Scholar skills. He's got, okay, fire and ice. Excellent. Alright, well, let's just smack it first.
Come in, if thou darest.
Well then.
My turn.
Okay.
An interesting dilemma.
Yes, smack,
Well
smack.
then.
Come in, if thou darest.
And we darest.
Out of my way. Where's the nearest tavern?
Alright, Cyrus, let's catch up with everybody else. More treasure, please. Herb of Clamor. The heck is that? Ah, that makes sense. It cures silence. Okay.
I'll make this quick.
Yes, please do. Alright then.
Great.
Come in, if thou darest.
Well then.
Right. So I'm liking this. Is that
My turn.
Cyrus doing that, where I'm seeing a lot of their vulnerabilities and I don't think that I've found them before? That's great.
Come in, if thou
Always keep
darest.
Cyrus in my party if that's the case.
An interesting dilemma.
My turn
Cyrus,
now.
he's so weak.
The flame guides us true.
We'll earn him some leveling though. Okay, where does this go? Let's go down here. Yes, it does. Ooh, wind attire. Let's see about putting that on Cyrus. If in fact, put him in dancer garb, so you know he might appreciate it if I get him in something else. I'm sure it looks wonderful on you, Cyrus, but you know.
This is the beginning of your end.
Ooh,
Letting my arrow
elemental.
fly and true.
Dang it.
Now, what next?
You don't have wind, though. That's unfortunate. However... Oh, that's... everybody. Alright, well... Might as well.
I'll do my best.
Hey, we got stave time. Could you please die while you're at it?
Letting my
Appreciate
arrow
it.
fly and true.
There we go.
Now, what next?
One down.
My turn.
I'll do my best.
Yes, alright, just a skeleton.
My turn.
An interesting dilemma.
Oh my goodness, he actually broke that thing. Good
Not
job.
bad. A passing grade.
Good job, Cyrus. Okay, where does this go? Does it go anywhere? Oh, yes it does. Yay, more plums. It's probably best not to question why
I've
there
done my
are
research
chests
on
with
you.
plums in them, but you know. Oh god, we were caught by surprise.
Over here.
Well then.
Okay, well. Boom. Actually didn't. Okay,
What next?
Cyrus can break that guy, but you can't. Really?
My turn. Don't play.
Alright. Good job there.
Interesting dilemma.
He's so adorably weak. I need to stop trying to physically attack things with Cyrus.
Don't play.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Now, what next?
Oh, flames, rage strong.
There we go.
I'll do my best.
Oh god. Ow.
Letting the hunt beginning. Thou didst fight with courage.
Okay. Onward. Okay, where are we? There we are. Ooh, more treasure.
Flame, protect us!
Flame. Yes. Once it caught by surprise again, you guys need to pay attention. Well, that was useless. Okay.
Letting the hunt beginning.
My turn now.
Out of my way.
Sword time. But not
What next?
great. There we are.
What is the logical course of action?
Smack it with your weak little stick.
I'll not be defeated.
Coming, if thou dare.
My turn.
Oh my god, just die already.
Interesting dilemma.
Why aren't you
I'll do my
dead?
best.
There you go.
I am not made for such battles.
But you're doing fine. You're doing fine, Ophelia. Don't worry about it. Woohoo! Lights. Hi there, weird merchant, traveling peddler. You have nothing I want, as usual. You could probably sell off some of this other stuff. Oh. Anybody using this? Oh, I guess I should... No, I could do that with you, actually. Don't need that. Nobody is a spear user yet. We have feathers, cups, coin pouches, literally odds and ends. Okay, I have no doubt that I probably need to level them a little bit more. But you know what? I'm gonna keep at it.
I've done my research.
I will
on
not be denied. No, you will not attack me.
Come in, if thou darest.
Alright, let's see what I can use. Summon a beast. Summon a snowfox. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted, but okay.
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
I'll do my best.
And then... Yes! Broken, everyone.
Out of my way.
My turn now.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Yes.
Now, what next?
We're gonna tap this thing lightly because you were kind of weak. So that's okay.
I'll not be defeated.
An interesting dilemma.
Like, I prefer to lightly tap things rather than, waste my SP on stuff.
What
which
next?
is terrible, but, you know.
Letting my arrow
Here we
The
go.
hunt endeth.
Alright, let's see how stupid this decision is. Hello? Your underground laboratory? Yes.
What?
Professor Albright! What kind of face is that? Are you always in the habit of barging into our peers' offices while they're working?
Excuse me.
My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door. Ooh.
A moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives? I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Russell, playing dumb is just going to drag this out for both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What the hell's you can?
The truth is...
Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber. But that's impossible. He was asleep. I'm positively...
Aho!
Keeping up on our friend's okay. Somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue. I tell you, I know nothing about this goddamn book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy, to prove your innocence, of course. Damn it! Damn it all to hell! It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. You meddling kids!
I don't think this one will listen
And
to
he's
reason.
huge. Okay,
Letting the hunt
this
begin.
is one of the things that I just cannot get over watching this stuff. The giant enemies. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
Lightning, done my bidding.
what is the logical course of action?
Okay, what do we have? You are weak to ice, and that is about the only thing I can do, so ice it is.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
My turn. I see through the defenses.
Death!
Ooh, good job. Incidental attack. Weak to knives. Good to know.
Well then, let your wounds be healed. I'll not be defeated.
Okay, let's just find out if he's weak to... He is! Excellent! Oh my god, break already.
Interesting dilemma.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Oh, that's because he's not weak to the lightning, it's the other dude. Silly me. Ow.
My turn.
Okay, your turn indeed. Finally!
I'll do my best. Prepare yourself.
Now, what next?
Letting the hunt beginning.
Right, what can we do? Let's see about Lind. Well, actually, a snow fox will... That's not who I wanted to attack!
Now, what next?
I'm not paying attention to something, because...
I see.
That or it just attacks a random. And I'm not paying attention to the fact that it does that.
I'll do my best.
You will do your best. I am sure you will.
Let your
For
wounds
now, let's
be
heal
healed.
everybody else. Well, good timing on that. Okay.
Letting my arrow flying true.
It does. My animals do attack somebody random, I guess. Okay.
Now, what
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Okay, let's stop doing that.
Well then, let your wounds be healed.
Come on. Ah!
My turn.
It's rude, sir.
I see through the defenses.
Good job, Darian.
an interesting dilemma.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
What next?
Let's try these. Not
I'll do my
vulnerable
best.
to- Fine. There we go. We're okay.
My turn.
Well then,
And poisoned. Good. Good.
let your wounds be healed.
Come on.
Now, what next?
More ice magic. That's what's next.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Alright, you know what? Let's do... Cliffdidian! Hey, good job! You actually hit who I would have preferred you hit.
My turn.
There.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
An interesting dilemma.
I'll not be defeated. Let your wounds be healed.
Break that guy again. Home, Tempest, really?
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Oof, okay. Come on, Ophelia.
I'll do my best. Let your wounds be healed.
Letting the hunt begin.
Out of my way. I see your faces.
Down. No incidental attack this time. Shame on you, Darian. Don't try to intimidate Therian.
My turn now. No, you will not.
What is
Nope,
the
you will
logical
not
course
indeed.
of action?
Defend. Everyone defend. I don't know what he's doing.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Letting my arrow.
What is the logical
Think not.
Well then. No, you will not.
You definitely will not.
My turn. No, you don't.
It'd be nice if they didn't do their... Oh, God! Oh, dang it, Cyrus.
So much to learn.
Okay, it's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Come on. Oh. There we go.
Here.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well then. Let your wounds be healed.
Here we go. All right, that's nice.
What
we're
next?
Good. Come on. Not bad.
My turn.
Oh, dang it! Uh-oh, what does she have? What does she have? Crap, I don't know exactly what she's got on her. Is she silenced? Okay. I really wish I could tell what that was.
How about this?
Okay, yes, it is silence. Jeez.
Letting the hunt begin. Holding back nothing.
I'll do my best.
It's gotta be down a bit because
Let your wounds be healed.
he's doing these more now. Alright, okay, everybody
My turn
defend.
No, you will not.
No, you don't.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
An interesting dilemma. Think not.
Alright, we're alive. We're alive.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Broken! Excellent.
Well then. Let your wounds be healed.
Okay. We're good to go. We're good to go.
I see the defenses. Now, what next?
Oh, dang it. We're at SB. Okay.
Let's try this.
What next?
Come on, would you please die already? Oh, God.
Well then. Let your wounds be healed.
Oh, okay.
Coming.
Well, good for you.
If that-
My turn now.
Come on.
Focus!
So little damage, I swear.
My turn.
Okay.
Here.
Definitely need that so we can heal everybody.
I'll do my best. Let your wounds be healed.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Ow.
Lessen the hunt.
Wow, that was very weak. Okay. And dang it.
I am sorry.
Here.
My turn now.
Heal wounds,
Let your
please.
wounds be healed.
Oh, too bad she's silenced. Good thing I don't need anything about that. Alright. Are you kidding?
Well then. Let your wounds be healed.
Okay, that is crap is what that is.
Now,
I'll not be defeated. Let your wounds be healed.
Oh, thank goodness, finally. Now I can handle these guys. I probably should have done something about them sooner, but at the same time, I was kind of worried that
Oh,
he just
flame,
respawned them.
rage, strong.
Okay, everyone just beat up on those
what is
things.
the logical course of action?
Let your wounds
Oh,
be
well,
healed.
that's... whatever.
Out of my way.
Oh, dear. Well, good luck with those babies. Wait, is this in addition
Coming,
to the
if
other
thou
picture
darest.
that I saw of baby rats? From the other day?
What was the logical course of action.
Yes, okay.
I'll not be defeated. I am not made for such battles.
Yay! Ooh, and I got some jam. Although, granted, guys, I wouldn't take any food item that's in this laboratory. I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar. And so, the scholar was appropriately chastised.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did, and yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend has purloined.
Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives.
What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
From the far reaches of hell. What book is that? No, I can assure you that he did not. I took it and am using it in my own experiments of demon summoning. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
It's not aggressive borrowing if he's stealing things.
I see.
So this volume was lost or stolen long before that.
yes.
Right as always, Professor.
Pray, tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell.
According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I am not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most
Oh
intriguing.
ho, yet another mystery it would seem.
Professor Albright, the headmaster would speak with you at once.
Is Autumn miss?
Again? What could it be this time?
Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief.
I doubt it, because he's a jerk. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists... Oh, come on, you know that's not what he wants. Wait, who are you?
Ah, yes.
Rumor has it that the scholar Russell's fallen on hard times.
To tell
Last
the truth.
I heard, he sold his house and locked himself away in a cave under the academy to continue his research. Now that's devotion. No, that's poverty. Oh, sorry. Not sorry enough not to try again. Alright, let's equip some stuff on poor Cyrus. Still only have that. Don't have a shield for you. You're already wearing a silver hairpiece, so that's fine. This linen robe is a little bit better for your elemental business. Oh, wait, actually, that was something else I wanted to... Battle Axe, Iron Axe. Physical attack is a little bit worse, but no, I like my physical attack. That bow are stolen from you. Fine. Hey, ma'am. Can I check your pockets?
Hello there.
Sure. I'm gonna steal again. There we go. Thank you, ma'am. Anything? Nope. Oh, it's up there. Okay, what the heck does this guy want?
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
He's probably gonna fire me.
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
I wonder what gave that away.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
Well, we heard you got into a fight with a colleague, and you kicked his butt. We kind of frown on that behavior.
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Okay, Cyrus, I liked you, and now I really don't.
Oh. And you believed this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
Dude, calm down in your, denial, because it makes you look guilty, okay? Just saying, just be like, no. That's fine, just a big no is okay.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make.
Yes, it is. You don't like him.
Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright is put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing fieldwork in a distant land.
Yes, distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
Searching for missing books about hell.
As a matter of fact,
You have
there is a matter
35
which has
baby
piqued
mice?
my interest of late.
What? How many mice was the... How many mice got pregnant?
I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In
Oh my,
search of
he
an
was busy.
ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
Yeah, I love that. He's so just like, yay, I get to leave.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Oh, hi, Therese.
Professor!
Oh, Therese, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized.
Yeah, if you don't want people to figure out what you've been doing, don't suddenly get all upset and go, oh God, I'm so sorry.
And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question.
I'm a teacher? That's kinda what I'm supposed to do?
I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yeah, sorry, honey, I don't feel bad for you in this situation because you wanted him to pay attention to you, so you attempted to get him fired.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better.
Well, good, at least he's in a good mood about it.
You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor.
But stop lying.
Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
Yes, that is exactly what the problem was. Oh, God, yeah, she's just so devoted. Those studies, she just can't stop learning things.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Oh my god, he's a moron!
Professor. Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
Hopefully not.
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
Oh dear. Yay! I have my whole party back. Let's see, is there anybody? I better go check out the whole town now. For people with quests. In fact, let's go to the palace, because I never actually got the chance to go collect a bit of stuff from one of those storage rooms. Or steal from everybody in the palace. Thunderstone. Excuse me, kid, what are you doing over here?
What do you want? I don't have anything for you. Honest, I don't.
A young boy who sneaks into the palace to steal valuables. He sells his spoils to provide a life for himself and is yet to be caught. In actuality, the queen has already noticed but has turned a blind eye to his actions. I gleaned a hidden item. Ooh. Oh my god, Cyrus, you're amazing. Oh, jeez. He's really good. Okay. I'll let it slide, kid. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. The eldest son in a family that has served the king for generations. He takes pride in his job as a guard and would risk his life to protect the key to the king in the palace. His loyalty has earned him the king's utmost trust. A new treasure is available somewhere? Oh my god, why isn't it anywhere near here? Like it was with this kid. Oh my god. Alright. That's great. Oh, there it is, thank goodness. Oh, hello. Man, Cyrus is great. I just get to be nosy about everyone's lives. Whoopsie. Alright. Now let's learn about you. Born in the slums and the coastlands, this god was recognized for his skills and now protects the throne room. Despite holding the same position, he is ridiculed by the other guard simply for his origins, causing tension between the two. What? Your coworker is a jerk? Oh man, I'm sorry. Let me go check for your shiny thing. Tell your buddy off. Hey, what the heck, dude? The son of a prominent family in Atlasdom, and one of the guards responsible for protecting the throne room. Rather than earning his post, however, it was granted to him as he has no merits of his own. Not shocked at all. Oh, he hit a cup somewhere. Excellent. Okay. Well, we have obtained Cyrus. We've taken everything of value in the palace. I think that is probably going to be it for this stream. I'm actually kind of hungry and I need to get myself something to eat as well. So, with that said, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.